Some people would have said what you did was a hack or market manipulation. You called it a highly profitable trading strategy. So in general, how do you view these events when the way the code actually functions is different from the intent?
So first of all, I think a lot of these, just speaking in generalities, sometimes it's very unclear what the intent might have been. Sometimes the code doesn't match the docs. Sometimes the docs say something and it's just not implemented.
This is Avraham Eisenberg, also known as Avi. Avi is a perfect example of how someone with market knowledge can take advantage of a poorly designed crypto ecosystem. Though Avi believes that what he did was legal, the DOJ, CFTC, and US SEC did not see it the same way. Small Cap Steve here, folks. Today I'm going to tell you the story about somebody who understood the poor structure surrounding an ecosystem and a crypto token and how they were able to take advantage of that to walk away with $116 million. Well, at least temporarily. Only a few months after Avi Eisenberg completed a highly profitable trading strategy that he claimed were legal open market actions, he found himself inside a Puerto Rican jail cell. Eisenberg was behind the notorious Mango Markets exploit that saw over $110 million drained from the network. Avi has a storied background as a crypto developer and sort of crypto personality, but this story really begins when Avi was a financial engineer for Fortress DAO, which was a decentralized autonomous organization that engineers life-changing investment opportunities for the common man. Right. Fortress DAO held stable coins in USDC and MIM, which is referred to as magic internet money, and that's what they had in their treasury. Avi then had this idea to create a stable coin for Fortress called FUSD. He then eventually transferred all of the treasury assets from Fortress over to FUSD. Avi was in full control of FUSD. He could mint it and used it to somehow take control of Fortress's token Fort, which resulted in him walking away with $14 million, at least according to the Fortress Twitter account. So now Avi has some house money to play with. We've already established that he's a sociopath, so clearly he's going to go and try to take on something much bigger. And here's the thing about Avi from my research, is that Avi is not dumb. He's well aware of how arrogant crypto developers can be and how stupid they can be, or at least careless they can be when designing their structures. Okay, so this brings us to Mango Markets. Mango Markets was a decentralized digital asset exchange built on the Solana blockchain, which launched in early 2021 by developers in the US. Mango Markets users could buy and sell perpetual futures based on the relationship between the value of their native token, Mango, and the value of a crypto stablecoin called USDC. So you might be wondering, what's the point of perpetual futures? We sure did. What's the difference between the underlying asset of a future and the future itself if there is no expiry date? The answer is that it gives people the ability to get a synthetic long position if there isn't enough liquidity for their liking. Of course, that would require a short seller of the futures, but hey, it's crypto. You can probably just make that person up. That's exactly what Avi did. He made up a Ukrainian lady to go short over 400 million perpetual futures while putting down $5 million collateral. Simultaneously, he went long the same amount of perpetual futures using a different identity. I'm just an old Ukrainian lady named Abigail Heisenberg Hoff, and I would like to put all my life savings and all of my village's life savings into a Mango Markets perpetual futures short position. I hear it's the future! So how did Mango Markets price their perpetual futures when Mango trades on several different exchanges? Well, they used what's called an oracle, which is a computer program that calculates the relative value of cryptocurrency pairings by looking at the exchange rate of those cryptocurrencies on various cryptocurrency exchanges. Look, it doesn't really require an actual liquid market for the futures. It's just a mathematical exercise. And that's going to be important if somebody wants to take out a margin loan and there isn't a real liquid market. The next part of Avi's plan was to manipulate the price of the underlying asset, the Mango token. Avi then bought over 4.5 million Mango tokens on 3 exchanges. He spiked the trading volume to over 2,000% higher than the daily average volume and accounted for more than 90% of the daily volume on the day of the exploit. See, this is where Avi's gold mine kicks in. Mango Markets allows investors to borrow and withdraw cryptocurrency from the exchange in amounts based on the value of the borrower's portfolio. Avi found himself with over $200 million of value in the perpetual futures long account, and then Mango Markets allowed him to borrow and withdraw $116 million of various cryptocurrencies. For Mango Markets, giving out such a large margin loan shouldn't be a problem, because they had a perpetual futures short account that owed them over $100 million. So this shouldn't be a problem, right? Unless, oh wait, what if that person that was short wasn't actually a real person? After the withdrawal was complete, the price of Mango dropped to 3.1 cents and down to a low of 1.98 cents. This put the price of the Mango USDC perpetual future at 2 cents, meaning that the price dropped by approximately 90% peak to trough, while volumes decreased by more than 80%. A day later, in an attempt to evade his liability and culpability, Eisenberg suggested to the exchange group that he was willing to return roughly $51 million, keeping the approximate $65 million other dollars as a bug bounty on a few conditions. The most important condition was that if he were to return the $51 million, the group of people would waive certain civil claims and refrain from pursuing criminal investigations or attempting to freeze assets taken during the scheme. He seemingly did all this while on a flight to Israel, which the DOJ believes to have been an effort to avoid apprehension by law enforcement in the immediate aftermath of the market manipulation scheme. Although Avi pleads his innocence online with the now infamous Twitter thread talking about his exploit as a highly profitable trading strategy, it seems like numerous regulatory agencies did not take that same stance, as they have hit Avi with several charges, including commodities fraud, commodities manipulation, use of a manipulative or deceptive device, and manipulation and attempted manipulation of a swap. Additionally, the CFTC and SEC are looking to ban Eisenberg from raising funds and trading any other digital currencies, as well as any security in general. They're also looking to get him to repay the $65 million he took as the bug bounty. Okay, so there's clearly fraud involved here because Eisenberg used fake people to execute these trades, and there's clearly manipulation involved here, which the SEC is clearly calling these securities, and thus he is in violation of securities laws because he intentionally tried to manipulate this security to get the value of the futures up so he could take out the margin loan. For all the crypto bros out there who keep tweeting at me that regulation is a bad thing and we don't need it and this is the advantage of crypto, well, this is a clear-cut example of why we need compliance, oversight, and lawyers to actually look at this stuff and make sure that it's being run by the book. Everything that Avi did here was brilliant from a strategy standpoint, trading strategy standpoint, whatever you want to call it, except for the fact that it required him to create a fake identity to go short, of which he didn't care that they had this massive negative position because it was a fake person. With actual, real, regulated exchanges, you would never be able to just make up a fake person and take out such a large short position. It just wouldn't be possible. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. I love you all. If you could do me a big favor, please hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so that we keep making more of this content for y'all.